Hi friends, I have 6 cake mix hacks I'm going to share with you today. I love using boxed cake mix to make really awesome desserts. So you can make all kinds of things with a boxed cake mix, doctor it up, and they turn out absolutely amazing. So I have 6 recipes I'm going to share with you today. They're all seriously so good. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I love doing cake mix hack recipes and tons of other easy recipes as well. So let me show you these 6 cake mix hack recipes.
This is going to be a strawberry cake mix recipe, and these are just absolutely perfect for summertime. So this is going to be some cookies. I have my cake mix, I have 2 eggs, I'm going to use half a cup of vegetable oil. You can also use half a cup of applesauce if you would like, or melted butter. All 3 turn out really, really great with these cake mix cookies. So I am going to mix all this together and mix a really great dough. And I'm going to cook these strawberry cookies. I have my baking mat line cookie sheet and my cookie scoop that I love to use so that all my cookies are the same size and nice and round. So I have, I'm going to place these all on the cookie sheet. I'm going to bake these in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 to 11 minutes. They are super quick. So now that they're done and they've cooled a bit, I am going to put some frosting on top of these. And you can do some homemade frosting if you'd like, or I just have this white fluffy frosting that my kids really like. So now that these are all frosted, I am going to add on, I have some sliced strawberries. So just a thin slice I'm going to add on top of each cookie. And these are so fun. These are a huge hit. They are perfect for summer and I love them. So this is so easy, you guys. This is a lemon cake mix. And I'm going to be making a bundt cake out of this, and just another really perfect summer cake mix hack. So easy. I have some Greek yogurt, some lemon Greek yogurt, and I have some water as well. Really so simple, just these 3 ingredients, and it's going to make the best bundt cake. So I'm just going to give this a good mix. I have my bundt cake pan that I will spray with some cooking spray. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and this is just really quick and easy, and it's really pretty good for you too with the Greek yogurt, and there's no oil in this, just the water. So definitely a lighter version of a dessert if you're looking for something light. And the lemon is just so wonderful for summertime. It's just refreshing. I love lemon desserts. So this is definitely one of my favorites. So look how great this comes out, and it is one of the easiest recipes. If you've been around my channel, you know how much I just love easy recipes. If you're new to my channel, make sure you click subscribe. I love sharing with you all these quick cooking hacks that really make my life a lot easier, and everything's super yummy. So make sure you click subscribe. So this bundt cake is just perfect. So I'm going to do some cookies. I have this milk chocolate cake mix, and these are going to be a Rocky Road cookie. So I have my cake mix, box of cake mix. I have 2 eggs. I have half a cup of oil, and you can use half a cup of applesauce for this if you would like. They turn out great that way. I need to make them that way more often just to make them a little bit healthier. But give this a good mix. It's going to make a really great batter, a really good cookie dough. It's nice and kind of firm. You don't need to use a mixer. I just always use a spoon when I make these because they just mix really easily. So I'm adding in, I have these jet puffed little mini marshmallows, and they are so great with baking. So I have half a cup of that. I have half a cup of chopped walnuts. I'm going to give this a nice stir. And I love Rocky Road ice cream, so that's what I wanted to make a cookie version. And this is just really, really great. So I have my baking mat lined cookie sheet. I'm going to roll these into some balls, and each batch of cake mix cookies makes about 24 cookies, so about 2 dozen cookies. So my oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and these are going to cook for 10 to 11 minutes, and they are just easy and amazing. I am going to make a cinnamon roll cake, and this cake is it's a huge hit when I take it to functions. It is just, everybody raves over this one. So I have my cake mix. I'm going to be using 3 eggs. So I'm going to make the cake first, and then I'm going to, this is going to be a poke cake. So I'm going to make like a filling to add into all the little holes, and then I'm also going to make a frosting as well for this. Just really, really great, and such a fun way to doctor up just a regular old cake mix and make it absolutely amazing. So I call this the cinnamon roll poke cake, and it's just, like I mentioned, a huge crowd pleaser. It just gets so many compliments. So giving this cake mix a little stir, and I'm going to mix up all these ingredients. And you could just make the cake mix according to the package directions, because then we're going to add in all the yummy stuff after we make the cake. So my oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Use your favorite Pyrex baking dish, 9 by 11. So I'm going to give this a good spray. I'm going to add the cake in and just cook the cake according to the package directions. So just really easy and simple. And then, like I said, it just comes out so great once we're going to add in all of these fun add-ins to make it into the cinnamon roll cake. So nice and flat, and it's just going to be really, really great. So if you have a function to go to that you want to bring a dessert to, all of these cake mix hacks are really, really easy, and they're just really great for potlucks, for barbecue parties, just to take to a crowd, or if you're having people over and you want to serve dessert. Really fun to make these. So I have some melted butter. I have some brown sugar as well. I have some sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to put the recipe for this in the description box so that you can check that out if you want to make this one. I definitely highly recommend it. It is really delicious. Like I keep saying, it's seriously so good. So the recipe for this will be in the description box, so definitely check that out. I'm going to add in some cinnamon, and then I have some vanilla extract as well. So I'm using a clear vanilla extract so that it keeps my frosting and my filling a white color so that it doesn't darken it at all. So I have 2 teaspoons of this clear vanilla. I actually ordered this one online, and I got it on Amazon because my Walmart that I get all my groceries at didn't have it. So if you need to order it online, I'll put a link to this one that I use that I got on Amazon. I'll put it in the description box as well. So if you need some clear vanilla extract, you can just order it online, super easy. So I'm going to give this a good mix, and this is going to be a really, really great kind of like drizzle to add into the holes that I poked into the cake once the cake was done. So it is just really great filling. So I'm just going to pour this in. I'm going to try and get it into the little holes. So you can make some little bigger holes if you'd like with the back of a wooden spoon. That works great also, but I just used a straw to make some smaller holes, and I kind of made more of them. So if you make bigger holes with a wooden spoon, you can kind of space them out a little bit more if you would like. So I'm going to let that soak in, and now I'm going to make the frosting. So I'm just going to do a really simple like homemade frosting. You can do like a store-bought frosting if you would like. So I have my butter that's a little bit softened. I have my cream cheese that is softened as well. And I have my powdered sugar. So really simple and so easy and just absolutely delicious making a homemade frosting for this. Sometimes I just don't have the time to make a homemade frosting. It's easy, but sometimes it's just a little more effort, and so I do go for maybe a packaged frosting here and there, but it just makes a really big difference doing an awesome homemade frosting. So I used again my clear vanilla extract, and then I have some half and half also that I'm going to add in a little bit of. Like I mentioned, the recipe for this will be in the description box, so check that out. I'm going to give this a big mix, and I also mentioned, like I said, the butter and the cream cheese was at room temperature, so it's nice and easy to mix around into this powdered sugar. So this is going to be a really great frosting for the cinnamon roll poke cake. Just so good. I love making this one. It's really great all year round. I love it in the summertime, but it's a really great fall and winter poke cake as well. Just you can have this if you're a sweets person. You can even have this in the morning with a cup of coffee if you like to start your day with some sugar. I typically don't. I like to start my day with lots of protein and healthy foods, but if you like to sit around with some coffee mid-morning and you like a little pastry or something with your coffee, this would definitely be really delicious with your morning coffee. So I'm going to add this on to my cake. So that awesome cinnamon roll kind of filling just soaked right into this cake, and it's just going to be so moist and really, really great. So this frosting, I'm just going to add the whole thing onto the top of this. I'll spread it nice and evenly, and then this will be ready to go. So you can also add a little bit more cinnamon if you'd like to add some more cinnamon to this cinnamon roll poke cake. You can do a dash, like a garnishment on top if you would like. So really easy, really delicious, super moist. I love poke cakes because they just stay really, really moist, and they're just absolutely delicious with all of their flavorings. So this one is amazing, and I just love making it because I just love that people enjoy it so much. So here's the center. It is so, so good. Huge hit. So I'm going to make some cookies. It's going to be a peanut butter cake mix cookie. So I have my yellow cake mix, which I use a lot of the yellow cake mix for my cake mix cookies because you can just do so many different add-ons. It's wonderful. So I have my 2 eggs that I'm going to crack in. I have my vegetable oil as well, and then I'm going to add in the peanut butter to make these some really awesome peanut butter cookies. So I'm just gonna add all these ingredients together, give them a good mix. It will make a really great batter like my other cake mix cookies. Just a nice, good, thick batter. It's just absolutely perfect. So once this is all mixed together, I will add them onto my baking mat lined cookie sheet, and I'm just going to roll them in a nice ball so that I can kind of smash them down a bit with my fork to give them that peanut butter cookie look with the little fork marks. So my oven's preheated at 350 degrees. I am going to kind of flatten these out with the fork a little bit. They're gonna cook for about 10 to 11 minutes, super quick and easy. This will make about 2 dozen cookies depending on how big you roll your cookie balls into. So about 2 dozen cookies for each batch of these, which is a very good amount. So I love making these. Give them a little press down, and then they can go in the oven. And they are all done. Look how amazing they turned out. They're just so, so good, and it does not get any easier for sure. So I have a strawberry cake mix. I absolutely love strawberry cake mix in the summertime. So it's one of my go-tos. So I'm going to make the cake. I'm just going to cook the cake according to the package directions. And then this is going to be a poke cake, of course. So I'm going to just cook the cake first, and then I will do all of the add-ins once the cake is all done. So I'm going to give this a good mix, and like I always say, you don't need a mixer to mix these. It just mixes really easy just with a spoon. I usually just use my bowl and spoon, and it mixes wonderfully. My oven's preheated at 350 degrees. I'm going to spray my baking sheet real good, and I'm going to add in this strawberry cake mix and then give it a cook. So once the cake mix, or when the cake mix is cooking, I will prepare the filling that will go into the cake after I poke some holes in it also. So there is the cake. It can go in the oven now and cook. Now that the cake is done, I'm going to use the bottom of my wooden spoon. I'm going to poke some holes, and then this is going to be a really great little space to pour in the filling for this poke cake. And just strawberry is just so fun and so perfect for summer. So I have some frozen strawberries that I'm going to blend up. I'm just going to use my NutriBullet. You can use any kind of blender that you would like. So I'm just going to mix these a few times in my NutriBullet and give it a nice good puree. I'm going to add in some condensed milk, and I will add in the strawberry puree now and give this a good mix. So this is going to be so delicious to pour onto the cake. So I'm going to pour it into the little holes as much as I can. And then of course it can get all over the cake as well, and it just makes it nice and moist. So I'm gonna try and kind of get some into those holes and let it soak in. So I am gonna add in, I'm gonna make the frosting. So I have my pudding, I have milk. I will put the recipe for this in the description box, so check that out. It'll make it easier for you to see all of the measurements that I am using. So I'm gonna give this a mix. I'm gonna add in some Cool Whip as well, and then this is gonna be an awesome frosting and just so refreshing on top of all of the strawberry goodness that is inside the cake. So I'm just mixing that Cool Whip around with the pudding, and then it's going to be ready to go on top of this cake. So you're going to want to keep this cake refrigerated until you eat it, and it's just, like I said, so refreshing. So I'm just going to spread this out over the strawberry cake, and then I'm also, once this is all spreaded, I'm going to add some chopped, you can do pecans or walnuts. So I have some chopped walnuts, but you can do chopped pecans as well. So I'm just going to add these to the top. You can also add some sliced strawberries if you want to add some more strawberries to this, but it's just wonderful. And like I said, keep it refrigerated until you're ready to serve this, and it will be absolutely amazing for your guests. So I hope that you loved these 6 cake mix hacks. They're all so great for summertime. They're all so easy and so delicious. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.